Hey guys, how is everyone doing? Today we're going to talk about the new moon in Taurus. We already talked about it last night in my marketing moon circle, but I wanted to pop on. And share with you guys what we chatted about yesterday. I don't usually record my marketing moon circles because it is a group, like collaborative discussion, and people share their personal lives and their personal information and experiences, and I don't feel comfortable sharing that with everyone, and I want them to feel comfortable sharing things with the group. So I'm going to pop on here and talk about what we chatted about. Hello. Hey, Lonnie. How are ya? So this new moon in Taurus, we're going to talk about what this means for your business and for your life in general, and how to align with that energy over the next month, because every 28 days, if you don't know already, there is a new moon and it resets that lunar cycle. So this Taurus new moon is going to bring about a huge shift in energy, because we are moving from Aries season, and Aries is the fastest sign, whereas Taurus is the slowest moving sign. So this really is bringing us back to reality. Like after bouncing off the walls during Aries season, Taurus is an earth sign, so we're really being asked to like ground down and plant our roots. And also, yesterday was Earth Day, and that was the beginning of the new moon. So how convenient is that? So yeah, this is all about sinking our roots down and securing a stable foundation from which to grow on. But it's important not to get too comfortable, because as you may know, a bull is like the symbol or the archetype of Taurus, and they are notorious for being stubborn and stuck in their ways. And this can be a major problem right now, in particular because Uranus is being activated during this time, which is known for unexpected events and things just happening out of the blue. So expect for things to shake up a little bit. Uranus can shake things up from time to time. So something unexpected may happen, or you could just feel like a sense of restlessness in quarantine. This may be a time to actually like uproot some of the things that are no longer serving you, so that you can reroute yourself and find more stability. Maybe some things are blocking your way from really grounding down. So that may be a way to use that Uranus energy right now, so you can ground yourself more with that Taurus energy. The point is, this is really a great time to just like let go and let God, surrender to divine timing instead of trying to like stand our ground and force things to go the way we want them to. You really need to open yourself up to change and understand that everything happens for a reason. It's all part of the divine plan. It's all happening for the greater good. So instead of making like full-blown plans right now, try setting micro intentions, because there is so much uncertainty happening right now, and you don't want to get caught up in all this planning when we really don't know what's going to happen from day to day. This really is such like a day-by-day situation, and we've been under this energy for a while because we're forced to be at home and we're really not sure what to expect from one day to another. So this may not be too difficult for you to transition to, but keep on just taking it day by day, but live and plan with intention, but just not too far into the future. So set those micro intentions. Taurus is also connected with the second house of money, desires, values. So this may also be a good time for you to look at your finances, really take a look at how you feel about money too, and where you'd like your finances to be in the future. You can also really focus on your self-worth and your values. That can help you envision the life that you want to live and what it's going to take to get there, financially speaking. But really don't push yourself to figure everything out right now. That is super important to remember, because while Aries pushed us to stay busy and energetic, Taurus is asking us to persevere. We're in this for the long haul. We're not doing this for instant gratification. I know I'm not. I didn't build a business just to have a few like hits of, what is that chemical called that you get, or adrenaline rushes. I am in this for the long haul, and I'm sure you are too. So really slowing down and being patient during this time, because it is such an opposite energy from what we've been going through during Aries season. It's also ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love and sensuality and luxury. So using this new moon to satisfy all those senses and infuse your business with more beauty and romance is a really great idea. Some of the ways you can do this is sending flowers to your clients, sprucing up your office, maybe putting some flowers on your desk, or diffusing some new essential oils, maybe rebranding your website with new beautiful graphics or new colors, switching up your colors, really honing in and satisfying all of those senses, because that is such a Taurus thing to do. Taurus is one of like the main stereotypes of Taurus is like gluttony, eating too much, or just like savoring food and really just indulging and being lazy and just loving luxury. So using that energy, but somehow in your business, incorporate it into your business. And I mean, for me, I am really focusing on decorating my office finally. We've been in this house since November, and it's about damn time I'm decorating my office. It's so bare. But yeah, there are plenty of ways you can do this. So I'm going to ask you a few questions that you can, if you want to grab a pen and a piece of paper right now, or maybe write down these questions that you can journal later. These are some of the questions you need to be asking yourself for this Taurus new moon. So the first one is, what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? What areas of your life are you trying too hard to control when you really need to surrender? For me, it's really been lately other people's decisions, trying to control everyone and trying to not manipulate, but encourage people to move right, because we both know it's the right decision when they really want to move left. And I'm just holding on for dear life, saying, no, don't do that. And it's just driving me insane. It's driving them insane. I just cannot control other people's decisions. Specifically my boyfriend, poor guy. I need to realize that he's a grown-ass man and he doesn't need me to tell him what's best for him. So those are some of the ways that I have been really just like holding on for dear life over things that I really need to surrender. I have no control over them. I can do as much as I can to help people and to give advice when they ask for it, but beyond that, it's out of my control. So think about that. What are you holding on to that you need to surrender or let go? The second one is, how can you adjust your routine to create more stability and comfort? Where are you creating chaos for yourself? That was a big question I had to ask myself during this new moon. And I've been really practicing this lately of trying to slow down and be patient and create more stability and comfort in my routine. And it's made such a difference. I am an Aries moon, and since we just got out of Aries season, you may know that you may be more well acquainted with this energy now, but even if I don't have anything to do, I will force myself to find something. I will try to just stay busy, even if it's just aimless, busy work that I've created for myself. And when I really just need to like step back, take a deep breath, step back, and then get back to work later on. I sit there and I start like fiddling with things, or I try to fix things that aren't broken. I look for broken things that I can fix. And you know that that's never a good idea. If you look for something, you're going to find it, or you're going to find clues to it. And I don't want to create more problems for myself, and it just turns into chaos. Let me know if you relate to that. I know that a lot of you do, and it is one of my biggest weaknesses. But over the past week, if I feel like I'm falling into that trap where I'm just looking for ways to be busy, I just walk away. I do something else around the house. I clean, I go for a walk, I meditate, I call a friend. Even if it's like 2 p.m. or it's 10 a.m., when I'm supposed to be busy at work, when those are like the traditional busy hours for work, I just take a step back and I walk away from a desk and I recenter myself, because those are the times that I'm able to gather my thoughts and see the big picture and remember what I really need to do. Those are the times where I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to reach out to so-and-so. And I'm so much more productive later on. And even though maybe like calling a friend or taking a walk, in the past, I would just see that as so unproductive and a waste of my time. And I would hurry back to get back to work. Now I know it is so crucial, because I've also seen a huge surge of money come in and income, because I'm not suffocating my business like a desperate stage 5 clinger. If you are holding your hands shut so tight, how are you able to accept? How can you receive when you are just holding on for dear life, And that's what a lot of us do with our businesses. We suffocate it, so there's no room to breathe. We're just on top of it all the time. And I've seen huge changes for myself whenever I do that, especially in my income, which is, it's unexpected, but also when I think about it, I'm like, duh, like Caroline, duh, like you always do this. You always fall into these traps. And then once you just take a step back, you'll see that things start moving more fluidly. So keep that in mind. What can you adjust in your routine to create more stability and comfort? Where are you creating chaos for yourself? So the next question I want you to think about and journal about: what are the top 5 things you value the most in life? What matters to you above everything else? And I don't want you to write just one word. Top 5 things you value. I want you to really think about it and get deep. For me, I wrote down the freedom to work and play on my own terms. I wrote down traveling and exploring new places and learning about the world. I wrote peace and security, expressing my creativity and sharing that with the world. Spirituality, having a strong relationship with God and the universe. Those were the top 5. I could have gone on. I kept writing shit down, and I was like, okay, Caroline, you're telling them to write down 5 and you're going to end up with 20. So don't be a hypocrite. So those are the ones that I came up with. And then the next question, and the last question I want you to think about, which really hit me hard, y'all. Sometimes I kick my own ass, but really this is all just like channeled stuff that I really just gather from the universe, and they're like, these are the questions you and your audience need to focus on. So the last question is, are you living your life in a way that allows you to focus on those things you value the most? Are you able, like the things that you're doing, if you value travel, are you living or working? Does your business operate in a way that allows you to do that? If not, what can you do about it? What do you have control over that you can shift? For me, I wrote down, I need to ask for help when I need it instead of just trying to protect my ego. I need to give myself the same respect and compassion that I give others. I need to focus more on less. I need to take some things off my plate. Who is with me? Who overcommits? This bitch. And I need to focus more on mastery. If that means taking some of your services off the menu because you are just overworked, you're stretching yourself too thin, so be it. That was a major realization I had over the past few months, is to do more with less. Because I am the queen of stretching myself thin. And my last one was finding ways to travel more for work so that I can do the work that I love while also traveling and getting paid for it. So those are the questions. I can repeat them again. What are you holding on to that you need to let go of? How can you adjust your routine to create some more stability and comfort? What are the top 5 things you value the most in life? And are you living your life in a way that allows you to focus on those things? If not, what can you do about it? So hopefully this helped. If you have been wanting to make some shifts in your business or really up level, now is the time. There are a couple of different ways you can work with me if you've been thinking about it. One, we have our online success incubator launched. It is 5 coaching programs in one. You get to work with 5 different mentors. So hit me up if that interests you. And I also just updated WMA, my Wellness Marketing Accelerator program, and added some incredible templates. And so there's so much good stuff. I've been chatting with my clients, my WMA clients today, and they're making massive moves. So reach out if you need anything, if you have any questions, and hope you'll have a great new moon. Bye.